Alright guys, it's Ryan back with more Guardians of the Galaxy.
Open this door! I know you are in there, sentient tree! Do not think that I do not know what you are up to. Your
I am
rodent
Groot.
tokens, Peter Quill! Order the tree to open this door! I am certain that the rodent has hidden a stash of units within the latrine. He must have asked his well-meaning accomplice to retrieve the sum and hide it from us.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Groot has the right to some privacy.
Ah, now is not the time for pointless civility.
Groot, you okay in there? Think you could open the door for a minute? Is that my toothbrush? Great. Now I need a new toothbrush.
I am Groot. Groot is great. I like Groot.
Any units I uncover will go directly to you, but I am unsure the others will do the same.
So, you're taking the whole find the units thing pretty seriously.
It is a serious matter.
Yeah, I totally get it. We're all afraid of going back to prison.
I am not afraid of going back to prison.
Oh, good. Because I'm not either, mostly.
In the kiln, I was surrounded by criminals, murderers, and thieves. They taught me a harsh lesson. Assassins and bounty hunters cannot be trusted.
Okay. Wow. Don't you think maybe you're calling the kettle black?
I have not mentioned kitchenware.
It's an Earth thing. What I mean is, you're a convicted mass murderer. I used to be a pirate. We're not exactly upstanding citizens.
You and I honor our word. I cannot say the same for the others.
You could be wrong, Drax. You won't know until you give them a chance.
We will see.
Hey, Gamora.
You're supposed to knock.
What are you doing? You're supposed to be looking for money.
I did.
And?
I don't have any.
Also, what's with the dolls?
Do you value your life?
Is that a trick question? Okay, yes, mostly I value my life.
Good. Then pretend like you saw nothing and get out.
See you in the lounge?
Out.
Got it. Well. Let's see if we can find some stray units in here. Really?
$37 units?
We appear to be 6,963 units short.
Just a little
We
bit.
intend to keep our ship, Peter Quill.
I know. We clearly need a plan.
And reconsider my initial proposal.
Oh, no, not Fin Fang Foom again.
Yes, we should go after Fin Fang Foom.
Drax, there are easier ways to get paid. Like, what about selling Gamora's crap?
What?
Oh, come on, you've been hoarding them stupid knickknacks ever since you first joined us. I mean, don't tell me they ain't worth nothing.
Quarantine zone was always
Holding out on
My
us, Quill.
figurines are not knickknacks.
Team's in trouble, and you can't be bothered to make no
Set course for
sacrifice.
the Mocking
I will
Star system,
sacrifice your head.
and take us to the majestic
Yeah,
mountains of
mature.
Kakarandara.
Real
Guys! Maybe Rocket has something.
There's a lot of crazies out there, Quill. Willing to pay for this kind of weird.
No! Let's say my collection is actually worth something. There's no way we find a buyer in time. And even if we do, there's no way it gets us what we need. And most importantly, any attempt to sell anything of mine will result in me chopping off something valuable of yours.
Perhaps we should reconsider another course of action.
Yep.
Such as capturing the infamous...
No! No! He says we should combine both ideas.
Sell Gamora's trinkets to Fin Fang Foom. It is brilliant.
Yeah, you know, the only problem with your plan is that Lady Hellbender only buys monsters, and you are not a monster. He's not. He's the sweetest, most... I am Groot. No, you don't. This ain't something you can pretend. Oh, yeah? You want monster? I'll show you monster!
Whoa, guys!
Groot, are you really offering to...
No, he is not offering that, okay?
It could work.
Sell Groot? I guess we could bust him out after.
Absurd. Lady Hellbender seeks the monster within. The small, ugly one is clearly the correct choice.
Small, ugly
He's
one.
cruel, sadistic, and his soul is filthy and filled with rage. Monster Queen would pay a great sum for such a creature.
Really? How great?
How are you okay with this?
Because I know what I am. And I know what he ain't.
I vote we sell Groot. I honestly think Lady Hellbender will go for it.
Yeah, well, I vote for not Groot.
I also vote for the creepy little beast.
2 votes each. Peter?
Well, Rocket's definitely scarier on the inside. He's unstable and vicious and totally oblivious to the needs of others.
Okay, we get it, Quill.
The point is I think you'd make a fine monster. And we'll definitely need that tactical brain of yours to bust you out once you're in there. But just to be 100% sure, you're definitely okay with this.
Are you kidding? I can't wait to hold this over you.
All right, let's do this. Let's go sell a monster.
We're not seriously flying into that.
They say the weather patterns of Seknarf 9 are tied to the temperament of its ruler.
That's not how women work.
Or weather. Anyways, I'm sure it looks worse than it is.
Back again. That looks cool right there now.
There! That's Lady Hellbender's fortress.
Get us in close, Quill. I don't want to walk in this.
Yep, no problem. Flying the wrong way.
Nah, he's not flying at all.
Guys, relax. Just one minor adjustment. Piece of cake.
You can't be serious.
What? This way we can scope things out before we finish the transaction.
We're like 100 clicks from her base.
You know how much I like scoping. Nope. Okay.
Next time, I'm flying.
Monsters do not fly ships.
Monsters do whatever they want.
Don't you get all gloomy right now. Don't help.
Because your constant complaining does?
You are complaining about the short one complaining.
We're all complaining. Happy?
Why does this thing look so sinister?
Hey, who said you could touch? I don't go into your room and touch your stuff, Quill.
What? You hacked my visor and added a scoreboard to it while I was sleeping.
That was different. I improved it. Also, did anyone tell you that you snore? I thought Drax was bad, but wow. Quill, you should really get that checked. You sound like a Torg.
I don't snore that loud.
Yeah, okay.
So what is this thing anyway? Kind of looks like a metal face hugger.
That is clearly a spinal control unit.
Yes, right, of course. spinal control thingy.
Back on Half-World, Kree scientists use these to keep us super soldiers in line. They'd press a big, fun red button and zap! Instant obedience.
Holy crap. Rocket. What exactly did the Kree do to you?
They ripped me apart and rebuilt me over and over and over again until I became this half-finished thing they could mold and shape and control.
Oh, Rocket, I had no idea. I mean, I knew the Kree Empire was desperate, but...
Do you know what it's like to lose all control of your body? To be in constant pain, trapped inside yourself, unable to stop the horrible things you're doing? That control unit made sure I did what I was supposed to do. Oh yeah, whether I wanted to or not. A neat, furry little machine of death. Didn't take long to figure out I was better off not fighting it.
Okay. Then let's shoot this thing out the airlock. Have a little middle finger salute ceremony to the bastards who built it.
I don't think I'm ready to let go of that part of me yet. Maybe one day.
Are you 100% sure you want to keep it? What if it...
Controls me? I decided a long time ago, Quill, that I would never let anyone control me again. As far as I'm concerned, this is just another useful piece of junk and a few bad memories.
How many of you super soldiers were there on Half-World?
When the Kree started, 100, maybe. By the time I escaped, just me and Lila. She was the first one not to die from the control unit.
And Lila is also a...
What? A raccoon?
Or not a raccoon?
You gotta understand. She was afraid of them, and the control unit made sure we stayed in line, that I stayed in line.
Oh, that sounds... awful. I can't imagine.
So, I did what I do best. I found a way to overload the control unit. When the Blueskins let us out of our cage, kaboom! I blew a hole into the side of the lab. What we didn't know, what I didn't know, was that the lab was protected by sentry bots. We got to the security fence and Lila covered me while I hacked the modulator frequency, and as soon as it opened, she pushed me through the door. I heard her die, Quill.
Oh, Rocket.
Doesn't matter now. Past is the past, right? And that thing, it's just a reminder.
I'm sorry you had to go through all that, Rocket. For real.
Well, we get a lot more of Rocket's past, which is cool. Game has got some, like, not too bad
I
writing.
thought you'd be thrilled to finally set foot on Seknarf 9, Drax, but you're awfully composed.
I am endeavoring to contain my enthusiasm. Our mission...
Groot! Hey, buddy. I was just, checking to see if everything was okay. And it is. Okay.
I am Groot.
Too bad this translator's busted. I was hoping it might have Groot stored on it, or something.
I am Groot.
That way I could download it into my translator. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on stuff without, you know, Rocket always filtering it.
I am Groot.
You know, I didn't always have a translation implant. I mean, I was failing Spanish before I left Earth, not that Spanish would have prepared me for all of this.
I am Groot.
Man, those first few years, do you know how hard it was to get by without having any idea what people were saying? Half of the languages out here sound like white noise, weird birds, and messed up theremins. I don't even want to know what Rocket actually sounds like. TV did not prepare me for the realities of living in space, let me tell you.
I am Groot.
Honestly, man, you're lucky you have Rocket. I mean, I know what it's like to be surrounded by people and have no one understand you, how lonely that can be. I'd have been lost. You must have been lost too, before Rocket and us.
I am Groot.
I probably don't say this enough, but you really are an important part of the team. I can't imagine the Gardeners of the Galaxy without Groot. And who knows, if this thing does have your language in it and Rocket can download it somehow, or hack it, or I don't know.
I am Groot.
It'd be nice to finally talk to you. For real. Actually, hold that thought. Yo, Rocket!
What?
Can you come here for a sec?
What do you want, Quill? I'm busy.
Think you can see if this translator has Groot's language on it?
It doesn't.
You didn't even check.
Don't need to. Cheap scud like that don't have rare language packages, and even if it did, it's beyond salvageable.
Really? Wait, do you have Groot's language package installed in your translation implant?
Do I look like I'm made of units? Only folks who got that language package are rich people.
So you actually speak Groot then?
You mean Talinisan? And yeah, I speak it, more or less. Me and Groot been bounty hunting together for a decade before you came along, Quill. When you've been working together that long, you develop a common understanding.
I am Groot.
You say misunderstandings, I say open to interpretation.
I am Groot.
They didn't go sour. We didn't need those jobs anyway.
So you guys learned to understand each other over time.
And with the help of a spreadsheet of Groot's lexicon, which ain't no easy feat when your entire language sounds like I am in Groot.
So there's hope for us yet.
I am Groot.
Glad we had this little chat.
I am Groot.
Awesome. Cool.
Goo.
Why don't we ever get missions on nice, warm, dry planets? Paramitar did have a nice forest, because it was dry.
For the record, I still think selling the runt is a bad idea. Hope that jacket of yours is waterproof.
Well,
This could all have been avoided if the rodent had relinquished his hidden cache of units. They say that Seknarf 9 is inhospitable to soft-bodied beings. We shall see how you fare, Peter Quill.
thanks.
Of course, it had to be raining.
Wait, isn't Parameter where we got ambushed by machete-wielding goons?
I believe they were hatchet-wielding goons, and they were after Peter Quill.
Who cares about the hatchet?
Okay, here we go.
I ever mentioned how much I hate rain?
Hellbender's castle isn't even that far.
That is not a castle. It is an impregnable fortress.
So how do we impregnate it?
Ask Peter!
Let's just get closer. We'll
That's
figure it
good.
out on the way.
There is nothing to figure out. As beast merchants, we will easily gain access to Lady Hellbender.
Good. We've already got a beast. All that's left is the merchant part.
Good thing I put on my official merchant costume.
There is no such thing. Right?
The fact you ain't sure don't bode so good.
Okay, so the rain effect is not very good, really.
Drax neglected to mention this buyer lived in the middle of a flarkin' monsoon.
Whoa! That is some really crazy lightning out there. Never seen anything like it.
Meteorological suicide is what it is.
I mean, it looks cool, but the rain obviously has no effect on anything. It's just meant to be for looks. The lightning strikes.
I do not see what explosives have to do with our current position.
'Cause I'd rather be blown to bits than stuck in this flarking storm.
Ouch! Ugh. Hey, is my jacket all right?
At least you got a jacket. Some of us are soaking here.
Less whining, more walking.
Hey, Stormlord. We ain't seriously walking
Stormlord.
through this. It'll take forever in this storm.
Stop complaining. The hardship will strengthen your spirit.
We won't walk, we'll hike. It'll be fun. Woohoo! Team hiking trip.
That's just a fancy word for walking.
Come on, at least you won't be bored.
So, what's the deal with Captain Girlfriend anyway?
The Kree woman seemed professional and disciplined. I do not see how she could copulate with Peter Quill.
With the Warrens, probably.
They must have met during the worst of the war. The entire galaxy was a wreck. Okay, guys, if we just keep our footing, it'll be a straight shot across.
I agree.
We got this. Just don't fall and we'll be fine.
Agreed. We must face Lady Hellbender's rage head on.
Almost sounds like you want to get hit by lightning.
I would not expect a Chitauri trader to understand the underlying value.
The underlying value of getting killed?
Of being direct, you child of subterfuge.
What is your problem?
Lady Hellbender scoffs upon complicity and dishonor.
Can we refocus here? We're here to trick some lady, not kill each other.
She's not just some lady. Lady Hellbender's a known warrior.
And a queen.
And stinking rich.
Exactly. She's a stinking rich warrior queen businesswoman, and she won't be able to resist a... That was way too close!
Well played, Lady Hellbender.
So we're still doing this?
Yes!
Guys! Focus! Keep an eye out on those big bullets. Take cover when they hit, or we'll get blown right off.
Yo, Quill! Fortress is this way! Of course he knows we're on the clock. 3 cycles!
It's called scouting, okay?
No, it's called going the wrong way.
Are you disoriented, Peter Quill?
Even more than usual.
I'll have you know my sense of direction is impeccable.
Says the guy who landed on the wrong side of the planet!
Okay, this might be more dangerous than I thought.
I thought you lived for danger.
Yeah, we were live.
If any of you die, I'm going back to the ship.
Wait, God!
Whoa! I ever mention how much I hate being lads?
Repeatedly.
Groot says we should hide under him.
That is a terrible suggestion.
Whoa!
Everyone okay? We should have gone to Maku 4.
Hey, check out the old Resistance ship. Thing's been shot to hell.
No doubt by this one and her Chitauri friends.
We weren't friends.
Guys,
Not sure. But it ain't moving now.
Be wary, Ronan.
You know what? I survived freaking Half-World. I think I'm scared of some little... Ah!
It's not alone. Get ready.
Hit on a swivel!
Perhaps these were sent by Lady Hellbender.
this is a test. We're acing it.
Lights up! Another wave of freaks!
Let's end it.
Tearing flesh from its bones appears to do nothing.
I don't think the goo matters. It's the spikes inside.
What's next, Peter Quill? The blobs are no match for your sword, assassin.
Just in time for you to. So that's what a monster around here looks like.
We are outside Lady Hellbender's sanctuary. The creatures here are not her pets.
They sort of do look like food.
We're gonna be food if we don't climb out of here.
Where the flark is she going?
There's a trail going through the jungle! Try to find a way out!
This husk should be easier to climb than the muddy terrain.
I ain't comfortable calling it a husk, seeing as we're about to climb it and all.
Clearly not a husk!
It is the hollowed husk of a bygone time, when the turmoil of war raged stronger than the storms of this world.
Peter! Get moving! Drax is having an existential meltdown!
You ever fly one of these things, Gamora?
No doubt she shot them down.
I fought the Shatari, same as you.
Hey, Starpants, see anything we can climb on?
Not really, but maybe if we cleared the gunk off the side.
Shall I rip it apart, then?
Let's go easy if we can. Keep in mind this whole thing helped win the war.
What's a resistance ship doing all the way out here anyway?
It is doing nothing. It is clearly crashed.
I mean, what was it doing? You don't think the war made it all the way out here?
The war was everywhere.
Here we go. Gotcha.
You know those pills? Shoot stuff.
Words to live by.
Honey, son!
Didn't think I'd ever be shooting at a resistance ship. Drax, you could pull this reactor out gently, right?
If it were combustible, the rodents would have shot it by now.
He makes an excellent point.
Will I continue ripping it apart?
No. I think we're good.
Great, we made it halfway up. Now what?
Maybe if we could lower that wing somehow.
I'm going to scout ahead! Try not to kill yourselves on the way up!
There they are. Wing controls.
Need your expert skills again, Rocket. All right, Rocket. That wing control panel's all yours. Hope it still works.
Great. Everyone watch out for beeping red lights.
What? Why?
This is a resistance ship. We'll be lucky if there's only one booby trap on it. That'll do it.
Flark. That don't sound like no jelly thing.
They say that Lady Hellbender's call echoes throughout the planet.
That don't sound like no lady either.
All right, so we got to learn more about the characters. We got a plan to try to get more credits. So, and we're up here trying to look for Lady Hellbender. So, all right, we'll see what happens in the next episode. All right, guys, it's Orion, and we'll be back with more of the Guardians of the Galaxy.